Welcome to Canine Wellness Online. My last video, part 1 of building muscle for your dog post-tplo, I talked about the science behind building muscle. And today I'm going to give you 5 exercises that you can do with your dog to help speed up your dog's recovery and build muscle. These exercises can start at about day 7, assuming that your dog's inflammation is started to subside and that your dog is feeling a little bit better. So first, there's going to be 4 levels with some exercises in each level. So the first thing, before you can move to the next level, you have to make sure that your dog is not leaning on you. You cannot move up to the next exercise until your dog is not leaning on you. So the first exercise is sort of like if your dog had wet feet or had been out in the snow and you want to clean the I have treats in my pocket and he has become like a lab. So this exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to lift 1 foot at a time and you're going to lift it away from your dog. I don't want you lifting it up because he'll put his weight into you. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And don't worry, at the end I'm going to give you on tip if your dog starts to move around. That's a good boy. Now, the next exercise is still part of level 1, is weight shifting, and I did talk about this in another one of my videos. So all you're going to do is while your dog is standing there, you're going to gently push towards the leg that's had surgery. So in this case, if it was the left leg, I'm pushing towards there. What I'm feeling is some resistance, and then if I push this way, I feel resistance. But what's going to happen to you with your dog is the leg that's had surgery, when you push towards it, he's probably going to start to try and lean on you. So you may have to be there just to push, and if, let's say it's the left leg, you push and just be there just in case he tries to fall over. So that's level 1. In level 2, we're going to up the ante a little bit. So in level 2, what you're going to do is get a platform of some kind. It doesn't have to be super high. You can use a little footstool. If you have a little dog, you don't want to use a footstool, obviously. I typically tell people to use it something the height just above their carpus or their wrist joint. So what you're going to do is put a little thing down, and you're going to do the same thing. So what we're going to do is lift 1, lift 2. I know this is boring, isn't it, Ben? 1, 2, 3. And notice with the back leg, I'm lifting it away. I'm not lifting it up, because if you lift it up, they're going to put their weight into you. And then what you're going to do is give a treat, because your dog's been good. And actually, I'm going to give you a little bonus exercise. So when your dog is on the platform, you can hold a treat and let him lick it, and just move him a little bit side to side. And he doesn't move far, just a few inches side to side. But what you're doing is, by having your dog's front feet elevated, they have to put more weight on the back legs. And this is nothing that's going to be injurious to your dog. Trust me, I've done this for many, many years for thousands of TPLO dogs. So I'm just letting him lick the treat. It just, so an FYI, if you hold the treat like this, they're going to start pawing at your hand and trying to offer behaviors. So that's another little exercise you can do. Now remember, this is not a race to the finish line. You're all going to get there. Trust me, you will get there. It just, at this point, just seems like it's never going to happen. And in 5 weeks' time, you're going to be like, oh my God, my dog, I can't stop him from doing things. So let's move to level 3. So level 3, we introduce, excuse me, coming through. In level 3, we're going to introduce an unstable surface. So most of you have, well, if you're anything like me, you have pillows that you bought and hate. So this is one of those bamboo pillows that I hate, but I now use it for the dogs. If you have balance equipment like this kind of thing, then great, use those. So what you're going to do is, again, you're going to get your dog's front feet onto the pillow. So now you've got an unstable surface, so it's a little harder for your dog to try and compensate with the good leg. And again, come here. No, no. Da, 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 da. You have to work for this. I get paid, you get paid. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to lift one paw, lift the other paw, lift the other paw. Don't worry about him. He's not going to do anything. And lift the other paw. And you're only lifting it for 2 or 3 seconds, and you can go around and do a few rotations, 3 or 4 repetitions of each one of these exercises at each level. Then, like level 3, stay there. Sometimes the older dog has to get paid even though he doesn't do anything. So for level 3, what we're going to do is the same idea, but what we're going to do is make it a little harder and do that same little weight shifting thing, move a little bit forward, add in a little bit backwards, and you can see he's putting weight on the back legs. Now obviously he doesn't have a TPLO, so this is super easy for him. Then we're going to move to level 4. This is the hard part. And at this point, some dogs are just not ready for this. Sometimes it just depends on how well your dog has been recovering. But what you're going to do is a diagonal leg stand. Oh my goodness me. Oh my. You're going to do an opposite leg stand. And basically your dog, you lift the front leg a little bit and the opposite back leg. I would start with the good leg down. So again, if it's the left leg, and then we're going to do the other leg, and then the other leg, and you get the idea. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we add in Mr. Pillow again, or whatever you're using. Good boy. So now again, we've got the feet raised on an unstable surface. So again, this is level 4. It may take you a week or 2 to get here, but don't worry, you'll get there. Your dog will thank you for that. And when he gets to go back to the park, you'll be happy you did it. So lift. And you see how he's lifting towards me? He's not going to lean on me, but if your dog is leaning on you, he's not ready for it. And lift. Good boy. My dogs have had enough of this stuff. So those are exercises that you can do, and based on part 1, we know that if we carry out these types of exercises, and there's many, many more you can do, that your dog will build back muscle and be game ready to go back to the park and play with his buddies. Now, a little tip here to make this easier, because obviously my dogs have done this, and even Ben today is not really playing the game really that well. If you're by yourself and you don't have someone to hold a treat, what you can do is put some plastic or something on the wall to protect your wall, and just put some peanut butter so that, as an example, if this was the peanut butter on the wall, he's reaching for it and I can lift legs and I don't have to worry about him trying to get away. So you can do this, stick something on your dishwasher, just a little bit of peanut butter, and so your dog is so focused on what's in front of him, you can go ahead and start lifting opposite legs, because it is a little difficult when you start lifting opposite legs, because you got to be a little bit coordinated, which I'm not sometimes. I hope that helps, and please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you at the next video.